Squad Animal 2000. If you haven't heard, one second. If you haven't heard already, Justin Bieber's Purpose Tour got canceled due to his previously rebellious behavior. So that brings up the question: what if current day Justin Bieber and the Justin Bieber who made the song "Baby" are two different people? Now this seems a bit far-fetched, but bear with me on this one. Justin Bieber basically got signed when he in his early teenage days, and he went on to make some well-known songs like "Baby," "Never Say Never," "Let Me Love You," "Boyfriend," a bunch of other songs. Which, look, we could be saying all the songs, but we'd be here all day. Just because he used to be like very innocent, very very innocent, and then somewhere along the line, he started deciding to make edgier content, like "Boyfriend," like in the beginning verse, it said, blah, blah, I got money in my pocket, I really like you, word that wouldn't have been ordinarily a bad word, but in this term, I think it may have been profanity. Or what about that song, "Let Me Love You," where he said, "Oh, it's been a bleep of..." Now, the bleep obviously means the term we don't mention on this channel, or if we do, it would be censored. But I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say the euphemism for that word is heck. Or what about... Oh, well, I don't know. Or what about that time he made a racist joke about, well, I'm not going to mention who it was about, but he said one less lonely derogatory racial term. Do not tell anyone about this, but I think they're both different people, because he actually had a lot of hair back when he was in his early teenager days, but he actually chose to cut it off because certain members of his fan base thought it was okay to do away with themselves. So, but I think that they're two different people. Why? I mean, look at Justin Bieber's voice now. Here's a verse from a song he made. Despacito. There. Now, here's his voice back then. Never say never. Now, his voice back then was, forgive me if I'm offending anyone, a bit more feminine, if you will. So, and because of that, a lot of memes came on saying he was a girl. And eventually this got... Well, I mean, I do think, and his facial structure, and hair. I mean, keep in mind that his hair used to be like dark brown, and over the years, they say he dyed his hair blonde, but we don't have to think that if we don't want to. This is country. I mean, I live in a democratic country. I can say pretty much whatever the heck I want, and I'm gonna say whatever the heck I want. I'm not gonna offend anyone, but doesn't mean I can't say whatever I want. So the point being that somewhere along the line, the people behind what's it called, music productions, got so enraged that they actually took away the previous Justin Bieber. I don't know. I would say this, but I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this, so I'm not gonna say it. So, only they know what. So that version was replaced by a, let's say, taller, more person with a deeper voice that was the same age. Now both of them are boys. Like, just one of them had a different voice. Now, where is that other Justin Bieber who made the song "Baby"? Well, a few things could have happened to him. One, either he's just I don't think we should say that. Two, they're currently running tests on him to test his voice so they can make a bunch of soldiers to say brainwash people. I just came up with that now. Or three, maybe he's working with them. Besides, if you haven't noticed, there are, like, the channel Bart Baker Bart Baker actually thinks that Taylor Swift is the devil. And besides, there are conspiracies saying, I don't know if these are true or not, but you know, back when in the song Wrecking Ball, and Miley Cyrus had say, I don't know, a semi-mohawk hairstyle, and now Katy Perry's hair now that looks like the hair of Ellen DeGeneres. No offense to any of them, but not even to Justin Bieber himself. But I mean, just pointing out. So what does this mean? Well, maybe. I mean, we all know he got arrested for drag racing, but what's drag racing about? Drugs and weed, which no one should ever do. So if you're watching this video, please tell anyone you can get close to, don't do drugs, don't do drinks, and by drinks I mean alcohol, all that other crap. I mean the CRAP word isn't that much of a bad word. And don't smoke, or vape, or any of that stuff. So, point being that you should just remember and stay in school. So now that I've relayed that, I can go to telling y'all about what's it called? Oh yeah. So as we know, what if the reason why they gave all this bad stuff out is for their conspiracy? Because as we know, weed gives people bad lungs, which in turn makes them not have good athletic skills. Alcohol makes your brain dizzy, so one cannot think right. And drugs, I mean, who knows what bad stuff they do for you? Vape, that harms your lungs as well, so basically all that are bad stuff. And what about the food? I mean, what about McDonald's and all those other fast food joints that claim to healthy stuff like salads? Healthy! Salads are healthy. But in reality, they only cause depression. So, actually,